This is Coogan Cassett's for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're at Matching Fight Camp Week 1. I'm joined by Mr. Reece Bellotti and also over here, socially distanced, Jimmy Mack Jr.
How you doing, Coog?
All good, all good. Press conference today. Probably never in a setting that you've had it with virtually no media here, and kind of even Eddie's setup of having the fights come on one after the other. But yeah, we're just rolling with the punches, Reece.
Yeah, it's mad. Good experience. Just like you say, you take it as it comes. It is what it is in the situation we're in, and we deal with it. On
paper, the fight between you and Jordan Gill is, it's almost like Ronson, as they say. It is what it is. It's earmarked to be a great fight. What can we expect to see on Saturday?
Like you say, you're gonna see a great fight. I know it's expected, and that's what we expect it to be, and that's what we're gonna make it.
So when the name was first mentioned to you about Jordan Gill, what was your kind of initial thought process around it?
Great fighter and a great fight to get me back to where I want to be. So it was straight away we said yeah.
I'll bring in Jim here, all the way here.
That's it, mate. All the way over here.
All the way here. So yeah, Jimmy, like I said, an interesting kind of test for both of these fighters, but what sort of Jordan Gill, he obviously experienced his first loss not too long ago, but what kind of Jordan Gill will you expect to see in the ring?
I'm expecting Jordan Gill to be the best version of himself, but I think it's going to be interesting to see, since he boxed Tanoco and he come back and had a 6-rounder in Italy, and I know he had an illness or something, so this is his sort of first proper test since coming back from not only his defeat but his health issues as well. So it's going to be a testing time for him.
Reece, obviously your career after kind of a great kind of start, it's been a little bit up and down, but is it a case of now getting back on track, getting wins under your belt and getting yourself back in the mix?
Yeah, 100%. Sort of get back on that horse and put in a good performance and get the win I need against Jordan to move on to bigger and better things again.
When Eddie Hearn was talking about kind of almost like the puncher versus the boxer analogy, is that an accurate way of how the fight's going to go? Because people obviously know about how hard you punch.
I can see why people are thinking that way, but there's obviously more to me than just that, and hopefully that comes out a little bit on Saturday night, but I can understand why people are going that way.
Bit of a backhanded compliment sometimes when people refer to you as kind of the punch, because the boxer always likes to come out and say, well actually yeah, I can punch but I can box as well, but
of course, yeah.
It's like, it is a compliment as such because they're talking about your power, but fighters like Reece, there's a lot more to his game, Jim.
Yeah, of course. Both boys, they've both been Commonwealth champions, and you don't get to that level if you can only just box without having a bit of power, or only have power but don't have a little bit of boxing ability. You wouldn't get to them levels and win Commonwealth titles, domestic titles, if you never had both of them to your game. So it's a fight on paper that was always going to happen. It's always been sort of spoke about, and I think for Fight Camp, it's one of the best fights on the roster.
I agree with that. Now, great setup here in the Fight Camp. Obviously, the first day was a bit weird, with everyone having to wait in their rooms, etc., until the result come back. He's obviously spent a few quid here, Jim, hasn't he, Eddie?
Do you know what? As I walked in this room a minute ago, I said it just looks wicked, and we were talking earlier about it, we can't really fault how we've been looked after. Like, you ring up from your room, the food comes. Not ideal for the boys making weight, because on the menus and that, it's all like burgers and chips and pizzas and pastas. So I've been alright, but no, I can't fault it. Everything's been professionally done, and it's really good to be here. As I said, like, this is the bubble.
Asking Eddie Hearn about this earlier, and he said it could have cost somewhere in the region of £1 million to put the actual thing together, like the initial expense cost.
Yeah.
Hope I haven't quoted that wrong, but it's a fair whack of dough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of dough.
Lend us a score, Ed.
Yeah, that's it. You can kind of see it. Like, the whole setup is pretty cool. It's pretty professional. It's done really well. Like James just said there, it's not the best for people making weight, but you just have to deal with it. It's one of them scenarios that we kind of knew about, and you just deal with it.
Absolutely. Well, we've got the weigh-in tomorrow, so everything on point for that, Jim?
Yeah, so literally when we go, we had a little shakeout earlier today. He's bang on it now anyway. We'll check his weight before he goes to bed, and obviously again in the morning, and then yeah, if we've got to do a little bit, then we'll do a little bit, but right now he's happy, his energy's good, and he's raring to go for Saturday night.
I just want to point out this video is actually going out on Friday, so the weigh-in is actually later on today.
The weigh-in's already happened today, and
yeah.
we're raring to go tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going out before the weigh-in, so it's later on in a few hours. Anyway, people get the gist of it anyway.
Yeah.
But just final words for you. Yeah, we just expect to see a war between you and Gill this week.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, it's an entertaining one for the fans and kick off fight camp with a bang and a win in my favour.
Best of luck, Reece. Jimmy Mack, any
Thanks,
closing words, mate?
No, I'm just really looking forward to the fight on Saturday, and I just think the styles are going to blend, so don't miss it.
Don't miss it, absolutely. Jimmy Mack Jr. and also Reece Bellotti, thank you very much for all to iFootball TV. Best of luck on Saturday night.
Thank
you, mate.
Top man.